What's good, fellas? Welcome to this presentation. The topic for today is how to become a powerful man. All right. So we're going to look at this idea of becoming a powerful man, but also I'm going to give you sort of a fun way to go about it, right? An interesting way to go about it. Not like some cliche thing or some old school thing. This is just a unique way that I'm looking at this idea of becoming a powerful man. It's really starting to see that, man, life is not so serious, bruh. Like, you want to live a sincere life, but it doesn't need to be so serious. Here's what I mean. You can design yourself into whatever you want to be. Okay? You know, I don't know if you've heard this when you were a kid, you can be whatever you want to be. There's some truth to that because you literally can design yourself into the kind of man you want to be, right? You can design yourself the same way you design a character in a video game, right? In certain video games, they have a mode called character creation mode or create your player mode. In the NBA 2K games, they have a mode called My Player mode. In the wrestling games, they have a create your wrestler mode or whatever. You create your character, and when you create your character, he starts off weak. Okay, in the video game, he's not good, he's not that great, whatever, right? But by putting him through different challenges, right? By putting him through practice, by putting him through drills, putting him through whatever, by him going through tension, pain, discomfort, when he comes out of it, his character grows. He has more power. He has more skill. He has more ability, right? So you want to start seeing your life like this. If you want power, you have to earn it. You have to put yourself through challenges. Put yourself through tension, right? Step outside your comfort zone. Do some shit you never done before. Take some risk. That's how you develop character. That's how you gain power. You want confidence. You want strength, right? You want to be able to focus. You want discipline. You have to earn these qualities. They don't just come to you, they don't just fall in your lap. You got to design your character. You got to create your character. You want power. I just did a video right before this, and it was called Identify Your Gift, Master Your Craft, and Fulfill Your Purpose. Your power is going to come from your gift or your gifts. What do I mean by this? Your strengths, right? What are your strengths? What are the things that you're naturally good at? What are some things you're sleeping on? What do people tell you you're good at, right? People will tell you what you're good at, or they'll tell you what your best qualities are. Why not take these qualities, these strengths, and amplify them, increase them, max them out, right? And then look at your weaknesses and bring up your weaknesses too. I can only tell you this because this is exactly what I've done. I looked at myself in the mirror and I asked myself, what would the best version of Trey look like? What would the most powerful version of Trey look like? What would the beast mode version of Trey look like? And I started creating this version of myself. I didn't leave it up to chance, right? I looked at my style. I improved my style, right? I worked on my communication. I wanted my communication to be a certain way, right? My physique, my accessories, my lifestyle, my dating life, right? My income, my social circle, all these things, I went ahead and took responsibility for them and designed them the way I wanted to be. And I looked at my gifts, I looked at the things that I was good at, and I amplified them, right? And I looked at my weaknesses and I brought up my weaknesses, or I found a ways to make my strengths so clear, so obvious, so bright that you can't even see my weaknesses, right? And you can do this. You can do this exactly what I've done and what I continue to do. You can do this. You can literally transform yourself into a Superman, into a Batman, whatever superhero you think is cool. You can create your own version of that. That's what I mean by life is not that serious. Meaning we don't have to be, you have to just be this way and follow the herd and no. You can create yourself into an amazing individual, right? Because if we're it's not all about women, but I like to bring it back to women because it's just fun to talk about women. Like, look, you want to be the man that's irreplaceable. Like, if she breaks up with you, cheats on you, or whatever, you just look at her and be like, man, good luck, because you're not gonna fight. But not in a corny way. Like, it has to be real. Like, you legit need to bring up your value, bring up these qualities to the point where you have a combination of qualities, of strengths, of talent, skill, whatever, characteristics that she's just not gonna find with another man. It's just not happening, right? She may be able to find a better looking guy, may be able to find a richer guy, maybe able to find a guy with higher status, but she's not gonna find any guy as unique as you, right? The unique combination of qualities that you have, okay? And that's what you want to do, man. You want to just turn yourself into a beast, right? Like, just start enjoying this process. Like, make your life a game of evolution. How much can I evolve in my lifetime? How great can I become? How powerful can I become? Right? How attractive can I become? Actually make this a game. I replaced playing video games with my life. I turned my life into a video game. I said, yo, how can I turn myself into one of those cool ass characters I'm seeing in the video game or in the movies, right? How can I be, I like the movie John Wick. How can I create my own version of John Wick, right? How can I create my own version of James Bond? How can I create my own version of Batman or whoever, Joker, whatever character I think is cool. I take attributes from them and I put them in myself and I work on them. It's not an overnight thing. That's why you need to have focus and discipline. You need to have focus and discipline because you need to develop these qualities, right? But you can design your character. Matter of fact, I put you on to something. There's a book called How to Become a Superhero. Check it out. Matter of fact, I'm going to go show it to you real quick. Hold on. Look, y'all think I'm joking around, bro. I have a book called How to Become a Superhero. I done gamified my life. My life is not boring. I'm creating myself into a superhero. This book actually shows you how to become a superhero. Like, obviously, okay, I'm not flying around or I don't have laser beam eyes, but I'm saying, like, I'm not walking around like an average dude, though. I'm walking around like a modern day. I'm definitely walking around. I see it as like a modern day king, but you got to understand, a king is not how he dresses. A king is how he sees himself on the inside, right? Like, somebody can be short and, measly or whatever, but if he sees himself as a lion, if he sees himself as a gorilla, he's going to walk like that. You're going to notice. You're going to be like, whoa, what's up with this dude? Does he know he's short? Does he know he's what? Like, that's what you want to be. You want to be walking around and people are like, yo, is this dude, like, this dude is like different. He on some different shit, This book is cool as fuck, though, to be honest with you. Like, I pick it up at least once a year. I read it because basically it says the ultimate guide to the ultimate you. So it's saying the same shit I'm talking about. It's like becoming your best self, essentially, right? It talks about like finding your gift, finding these qualities about you that are great and amplifying them. And it talks about having a purpose, having a vision. Same shit that we're talking about. And you know, what makes you powerful is you don't just want to be like on some selfish shit. Your power has to benefit others. You got to figure out that too, right? You want to make the world a better place. That's part of being a powerful man. That's part of being a superhero. That's part of being a beast. It's like you're here to help others, right? First, you got to make sure you help yourself, right? That's the main thing you got to understand. It's like maximize your qualities, become the best version of yourself so that you are in love with yourself. You think you are cool. You think you are powerful. You think you are great. And then once you're at that point, it's like the only thing left to do is help others, right? Oh, it's beast mode, bro. Hell yeah. Yeah, so you want to get into this point where you are whole, where you done handled your insecurities, right? You know it's clear. You're clear on what your goal is, clear on your vision, clear on your purpose, clear on what you're trying to do. And then you just go out and help others, man. And by going through this process, what I found is just by going out and helping others, you will continue to evolve. You will continue to get greater because you will start to see things from other people's perspectives, right? You start to see, maybe different ways how you are blessed, how you should be more grateful because certain people may not have the qualities or the strengths you have or the talents you have or the experiences you have. And by having these conversations and helping people, you will see this very clearly. And you will see your value, right? When you speak to people, you'll see, man, this person is struggling. And I'm not struggling, at least not in that area. And so I can help them, right? So you really want to figure out, okay, what are these qualities that I need to cultivate? What are these qualities I need to amplify within myself? What are my strengths? What are my gifts, right? What is great about me, right? What is great about me? Or if you don't feel like you're great, then become great. Start working on qualities. Look at these different people that you think are cool. Find the superheroes you used to like as a kid. What TV shows you like to watch? What are the characters you like to watch in the show? The reason you like certain people, like certain characters, like certain superheroes, because there's certain qualities that you see in them that you maybe even believe are in you or you would like to develop within yourself. And so that's how you become powerful. You start taking responsibility for this. Like, you're not just gonna wake up. It's not Spider-Man, where Spider-Man, he just happened to end up in the laboratory or whatever it was and got bit by a spider. We're not doing it Spider-Man way. We are creating our superhero. We are designing our superhero. We're designing our character similar to like Batman, right? Batman literally made a decision like, yo, I'm gonna be a beast, basically. I'm gonna make some shit happen. I'm gonna be above average. I'm gonna have some power. I'm gonna make a difference, right? And so he became a Batman, right? We don't need to become a Batman, but we can level up and have some qualities, have some value, specialize in something so that we can go out and serve people and help people. That's mainly what I'm talking about. It's like being someone who, your value is clear. You don't have to even you don't have to explain yourself to nobody. You just show up and your value is just so clear and obvious that they get it, right? You want to get it to that level where it's just obvious, right? You don't even have to don't have to do any talking. Your walk does your talk for you. So that's where you want to get it to, you know what I mean? So I recommend that book, How to Become a Superhero. It kind of gives you something to follow as far as how to turn yourself into like the best version of yourself. If you like books, right? But you can literally just take what I'm saying here and just run with it. Like, look in the mirror, bro. Just look in the mirror and be like, man, what can I do to like just turn myself into like a king or I just want to be great. I just want to be, what does the best version of myself look like? Right? And so you start there, you know, and it's exciting. It's fun. It's interesting to think about, man, like I have so much potential that I'm not tapping into here. You know, why am I not tapping into my potential? And, you know, going back to women, like I'm telling you, if you evolve and level up to the best version of yourself, getting women is not going to be a problem. Because by doing this, by going through this process, you're going into your masculine energy. That's the only way you can evolve, right? You know, if you're focused and locked in to a goal, a vision of what you would like to create, and you start taking actions towards it, that's masculine energy. You're moving, okay? And then you just stay firm in that. You don't break. Here's the thing. When you're designing your character and designing this beingness, you're going to get challenged, right? You're going to get challenged by others. You know, you start leveling up and start trying to improve and shit like that. They're going to look at you like, who do you think you are? Right? They're going to be like, hey, you see something strange about you or whatever. That's how it's going to go. But what you want to do is just hold your character. Don't break. Don't start apologizing and say, oh, you know, just trying something out or no, just be like, yo, this is me. You know, don't worry about it, man. Just do you. I'm doing me, right? You just hold your frame. You stay, okay, this is the lane I'm moving in, and I'm moving in my lane, and nothing's going to distract me. Nothing's going to get me off course, right? I'm doing me, right? I'm not explaining myself to nobody. Just watch. Just watch and learn, okay? Just watch the process, okay? We don't really need to talk about it like that unless you want to do it with me, right? You want to evolve. You like what I'm doing. You want to evolve too, then great. Let's do it together. But don't question me, okay? You're going to be questioned. You're going to get challenged. Me, look, I don't explain myself to nobody. I just do my shit, okay? Because I know what I'm doing. As I said, it's not a selfish act. You becoming the best version of yourself done correctly. You're supposed to be cultivating these qualities that are going to be valuable to others when you go out and serve, when you go out and give, right? If you work on your confidence, right? You work on building up some value. So maybe you have a business idea. Start building your business. Or, you know, maybe you want to specialize in something. You want to develop a trade, right? Or maybe you want to start a nonprofit, whatever it is. But these things, these are qualities that are going to be valuable to others if you cultivate them, if you build them up, right? If you get them to a high level, okay? So like that's the idea here. That's the idea here. Is like, yo, you're becoming great so that you can make an impact, right, on this planet, so that you can make the lives of others better, okay? So literally that was my journey. It's like even when I was going out and approaching women, right, that it starts off as a selfish thing. Like, okay, I want to get a girl or because I want to be happy and this and that. But then it grew into something else. It's like you become the kind of man, you become more attractive as a man, and you're able to give these girls experiences that, you know, other guys can't give them. Like if you get good, because I got good at going out and approaching women. And so I was able to go out and give these girls interesting experiences in the grocery store, in the department store that they wouldn't have had normally. Like some girls would thank me like, oh, thank you. This was so amazing. Like you made my day, this and that, whatever. I had sometimes girls will call up and tell their friends like, oh my gosh, this guy is so funny or he's so this or whatever. He's like, just approach me. I don't know, blah. Because you're making their day. You're creating these experiences for them. Because you're not an average dude, right? You know what you're doing. You come up with some confidence, shit like that. But you got to level it up. That's why it can't be, you know, you have a gift. You look at somebody like Michael Jordan or LeBron James, these guys, right? They had a gift. They had a talent, but they didn't just sleep on it. You see what I'm saying? They beasted out with it. They cultivated it. They night and day kept working to become amazing. They're literally like superheroes, basically. They can do shit that nobody can do. You can't replace these dudes, right? That's what I'm talking about, okay? And look, you don't need to be the next Michael Jordan. You know, nobody's going to be another Michael Jordan. There's not going to be another LeBron James. But you need to be the best version of yourself, right? What is your gift? What are you here to do, right? There's something unique about you. There's something interesting about you, but you need to bring it up so that your value is obvious. When your value is obvious and people see how they can benefit from it, people will throw money at you. People will want to spend time with you. People will go out of their way. They'll jump over a fence. They'll do whatever to get to your value. God's gifts to me are mine, for he has given them to me to demonstrate them in all their excellence. Yes, I love that, bro. Yes, these gifts, man. So you need to identify what your gift is. Like, that's the key thing. For me, I had to figure this out. At first, I thought it was basketball. I was going after the NBA. Middle school, throughout middle school and high school, I used to play basketball, and I even talk about in my videos. That used to attract the attention of girls, and then of course, I didn't know what to do when they would be interested, right? But I was, even at a young age, I was kind of understanding this idea of a gift. I didn't know what I was doing really. I was just love basketball, whatever, and I play it. But I didn't know I was actually cultivating a gift. Now, it wasn't the gift that I was supposed to really take to that level, because I tried to do it and it didn't happen, which is clear to me. The universe will let you know when you're on the right path, right? It will open doors for you. It will bring opportunities, stuff like that. With basketball, I think for me, there's certain gifts we're given that are going to give us certain experiences that are going to help us get to the right gift or identify the real gift, right? So for example, you may do something at some point in your life and get good at it, and it's going to help you to do what you're really supposed to do, if that makes sense, right? So me playing basketball, that wasn't the gift, it wasn't my destiny to go and play in the NBA, because I used to get injured all the time. However, what I learned from playing basketball is I learned the power of focus. I learned the power of being confident in yourself. I learned the importance of being disciplined. I learned the importance of leadership, work ethic, teamwork, having good sportsmanship. I learned a lot from that experience, and it was necessary. Okay, sometimes you got to learn what your gift is not too. Okay, a lot of it is just, man, you gotta live. I tell you what, when you get ideas, you get inspired to do something, you gotta go and do it, right? You don't want to sit on your ideas. When you get this intuition or you get inspired by something, just go and do it and find out. You don't want to be in regret mode or be regretting shit. Like, I wish I would have did that, or I should have tried that, or I could have did this, or just go and do it and find out if it works, man. Or find out if it's your vibe, or find out if it's the shit you want to do. Like, that's my mentality. Like, I'm not afraid to do something that, is outside my comfort zone, or something I'm not sure about. I'm not afraid to walk into the unknown, because I don't want to have regret, man. I don't want to be sitting around wondering what if. Let me figure it out. Let me go and find out. Let me get the answer. Let me go and approach the girl and find out if she likes me or not. I don't want to walk around and say, I think she has a boyfriend and this and that. Let me go and find out for myself, right? Let me go and approach it. There was this one thing I had to work on. This still comes up to me, because sometimes I'll see a girl, right? And she will look young. And so I'll say, she's too young. But there's this thing that this shift is like, what if she's not too young, bro? Go and ask her, because sometimes you think a girl is young and she's not. She's 18, 19, whatever, right? But we have we try to talk ourselves out of shit. No, go and do the shit, man. That's masculine energy. Masculine energy is assertive energy. It's not avoiding energy. It's not, it's clear. It's order. It's okay. I want a certain answer. I want to find something out. Let me go and get the answer, right? That's logic. That's order. Not run away, not just float around like a leaf in the wind. Nah, bro. So, look, if you want to become powerful, I think the best way to do it, man, is just go into creation mode. Start creating and designing yourself into the kind of man you want to be. Take responsibility for that. Right? Instead of just letting the days pass by and the same dude a year later, or same dude a month later. It's like, no, Get clear on the vision of the kind of man you want to be. What kind of power you want? Power. What kind of power do you want? You want power in your dating life? You want power financially? You want power in your communication skills? What kind of power do you want? And then start building that power, building up that power, right? Cultivating, these characteristics that are necessary for you to get that power, okay? The obstacle is the way. Resistance is assistance. Yes, yes. The obstacle is the way, okay? We don't want to be running away from shit. We want to keep moving forward. We see an obstacle, we either, push through the obstacle, or we find a way to, go through it or whatever. There's a way. There's a way to get through it. And it's not to run away from it. It's not to try to avoid it, right? So use our logic, right? Use our past experiences. Maybe go and get some new information. Maybe go and have some conversation with some people and figure shit out. Maybe read a book, The How to Become a Superhero. That book was cool to me because somebody wrote down like steps you can take to basically become the best version of yourself, right? So I didn't have to, be clueless about it. Somebody already wrote a book and has the steps, right? And then you go and you find other people who have become great in their life, and you can learn from them and maybe add these ideas together and figure out your own style of doing things. That's what I learned with going out and approaching women. You don't have to go out and be like every other man who approaches women. You don't have to use their strategy. You go and try it out and figure out what works for you, right? My style of approaching women it works, but it works for me. I can't say it's going to work for you. I can help someone create their own style, right? I can say, use my style until you learn how to create your own style. That's how it goes, right? So we work on these qualities. You want to master your craft. Forgot the quote. There's like a quote that says, master your craft and then forget all that shit and just live. And that's what you want to get to. You want to at first you're going to have to practice. You're going to have to focus. You're going to have to be disciplined, right? And then you get to a point where you're just so good at what you do. It's just who you are. You don't even have to focus or discipline or any of that anymore. It just is who you are. That's the point you want to get to. But it's going to take you making the decision like, I'm going to take responsibility for this idea of becoming a powerful man. I'm actually going to take responsibility for this and do something about it, right? Bring some order to this part of my life. This character design, this beingness, I'm going to take control of it in the sense of I'm going to direct it in the right path, the path that I want to go, right? So I can become the man I want to become, the man I want to be, right? A powerful man, a man with influence, a man that can make shit happen, a man that gets what he wants. You have to become a man of value. It's as simple as that. Your value needs to go up. Your perceived value needs to go up, okay? And you do that by having qualities, characteristics, talents, skills, whatever it is, specializing in something, How does someone benefit? Was when you have value, you can get shit from people. People could feel the energy of your value too. That's another thing. You don't even have to do too much talking. They can just feel the energy of your value, especially when you know it. That's why you want to get clear on what it is, so you know your value. Nobody can get off on you. Nobody can try to play you. Nobody can try to make you feel like shit because you know your value. So look, if you got value from this, just go ahead, take this information and go with it, man. Go and become a powerful man. Go and become a beast. Go and become the best version of yourself. But if you're looking for guidance, if you're looking for accountability, if you like the idea of working together, us working together one-on-one, so you can become the best version of yourself, so you can become more confident, so you can become more focused, more disciplined, and get clear on your goals and start moving towards your goals, right? Start hitting your goals. These things that you've been thinking about, been dreaming about, been hoping about, let's make this shit come to reality, right? But it's going to require you to be committed. It's going to require you to say enough is enough, okay? I'm ready for a change. I'm ready to do something different. So if you're interested, my program's called the Unbreakable Beast Program. Okay, it's a 3-month coaching program. We work together one-on-one. Okay, each week we get on a call. We get clear on what your goal is. I give you some action steps to go out and take. Okay, and then the following week, we recap. We talk about what you did, what worked, what didn't work. We analyze. We come up with a plan for the next week, and then we just keep going like that for 3 months, right? And it's all about you developing that more confidence within yourself, you being laser, being focused, and you being disciplined. Now, you have these 3 qualities, brother, there's nothing you can't do, all right? So if you're interested in the program, hit me up. I'll give you the details. Thanks for watching. Peace.